rules of money today. We're on this live, and if you're joining me on this live, please make sure you comment down below. I want to make sure we can see where you are. If you're watching this in the future, make sure you comment down below. You can ask all your questions. I want to make sure I can answer all of these questions. I think you'll really enjoy this subject matter. If you're just joining me for the very first time in history, well, I really do appreciate it. Make sure to subscribe, hit the bell to get notified the next time I'm doing a video, and make sure to like, share, and even dislike. You know, if you don't like what you see here, dislike as well. Have no problem. We really take all the feedback. If you want any particular subject matter in the future, make sure to reach out, comment down below, say I want to hear about this, I want to learn about this. We take a lot of your suggestions. And today's video is about rules of money, dinero, argent. What are the rules of money? I wanted to share this with you guys. My tripod broke yesterday, so the tripod fell and it broke. And as you can see, this one is done, and so we have to order a new one. And so this is if you're wondering about the positioning of this camera, it's because my tripod is broken. So I invested in this tripod, and now I have to put. If you could see, you know, I got you on books, I got you on picture frames, I got you on top of this little desk. It's right there, but the objective is that we could see what we got going on here. And don't worry, I'm going to order a new tripod. It'll be here in just in about a week or so. But today, nothing could stop me, not even a broken tripod, nothing could stop me from doing this session today about rules of money. Rules of money. And so what I want you guys to do, I want you to comment down below if I forgot something. You know what? We're doing these lives, and I want to make sure I can bring you value, but maybe I forgot something. That's fine, or something that you think it's should be on here. This is an ongoing list, and you know, I want to make sure I can share as much value as possible. I already see a few of you guys on here. Thank you so much. Make sure to drop a line. We want to know where you're joining us from. The other day we were doing a live, and someone came in from Australia, and so all the way in Australia they're watching our YouTube channel, and that fuels me, that fulfills me, because I know that I'm impacting people's lives, and that's why I do this. All right, guys. So I'm just, as you know, I'm going to take my little sip of coffee here. So, rules of money. I really do feel like this is not talked about enough in a lot of households. I know, for example, in my household, you know, we never really talked about money. We never talked about how the wealthy use money and the differences between the wealthy and everybody else. There's a reason why, you know, 4% of the world has 96% of the wealth, right? And the 96% of the wealth, 96% of the people own about 4% of the wealth. And, you know, it's not like it's your fault if you don't know. If there's certain rules about money that you need to know. And if you took all the money and you distributed that money evenly amongst the 7+ billion people on this planet, it wouldn't take long for all of that money to end up in the pockets of the 4%. And it's because they follow these rules. So this is why I am excited. I'm really excited to talk about this. If you are young, this will be a treat for you, because, you know, if I would have learned this at 15, 16 years old, it would have been a game changer for me. No one taught me. I learned it by default, and I learned it by experience. I'm turning 44 this year, and there's still more for me to learn. But so far in the game, these are the rules that I think you should follow. And I also think that you know, we could add to it as we continue. I'm going to be this will be a working list for me as well. And so we can go through some of these things. So rules of money. Rule number one is think about paying yourself first. Most of the time, when people get their paycheck, because we live in a consumer-based society, we're so used to consuming, paying bills, this and that, the other. And so you want to make sure that you can create investment accounts. You want to make sure you have some savings accounts. You know, make sure that you are investing back into yourself. The money that comes in should be reinvested back into yourself, whether you're getting new skills or whether you're investing it into income producing assets, or you are putting money aside in order to make another investment. So rule number one would be pay yourself first. Most people, 96% of the people, the consumers out there, the consumer based people that have the consumer mindset versus the people that have the investor mindset. The difference is the consumers go out and buy something. You get your paycheck, you want to go get yourself a pair of shoes, a purse, so you are putting your money out. Pay yourself first means reinvest that money back into yourself or stack it for a future investment, so that investment can yield you more dividends, more money, create more money in order for you to continue to reinvest and create more wealth. Learn how to invest, right? Not knowing is not an excuse. Not knowing how to invest, it is not an excuse. You know, we are living in a world of YouTube. If anything, subscribe to this channel. It's free. And I come on this channel with all these different subject matters. If you want to extend that conversation and you want to have that conversation together, hey, send me an email, info@alfonsocuadra.com. You can find me on Instagram or Facebook and send me a direct message, and we'll figure out how to get together and have that conversation. But not knowing is not an excuse. If you don't know, then you go out and learn how to invest. There's books out there. There's here's two books that changed my life, right? That changed my mindset. Think and Grow Rich opened up my mind, and Rich Dad Poor Dad. If you read these two books and they resonate with you, then we should have a conversation. Make sure to reach out. Make sure to reach out at some point in the future. info@alfonsocuadra.com, or find me on Instagram or Facebook. Send me a direct message. Let's connect. But there's no excuses. You need to learn how to invest. Here's an important one. Don't be a hater of money. Don't be a hater of money. Don't be a hater of people that have success and wealth. Because if you don't appreciate, if you don't value success in people that have wealth, how can you attract that into your life? It's basically impossible, because it's going against your core values. If you have a hatred for money, if you have if you have an unhealthy relationship with money, how is money going to show up in your life if you don't want it there? And so most people, 96% of the people, have this extremely unhealthy relationship with money, where they think that money's evil, money's the root of all evil. Money changes people. And the truth is, money will make you more of who you are. If you are a great, giving, patient person, money will just amplify that and make you more, give you more resources, so you can help more people, so you can be you can have more of an impact in life. So don't hate money. You know what? Learn to appreciate it. Learn to accept it, and understand that if you had money in your hands, you would have time, and with that time, you would do really great things in this world. Spend less than you earn. This is a big one right here, right? People, I see people on Instagram all the time. They're already spending the money before it even comes in. Thank you so much. I see you guys. Thank you. Thank you. I really appreciate. As you guys are coming into this live, I want you guys to send me a like, or like this video, or whatnot. I already see a lot of you on here. I really do appreciate it. Spend less than you earn. I'm seeing people on Instagram, all over social media, all over the world, really, and I see them spending the money before they even have it. And what's going to happen, you're never going to be able to build because you have the consumer mindset. You need to develop the investor mindset. And the investor mindset says the money that comes in should be reinvested. And you want to create a situation for yourself that money comes in and you're reinvesting that money into income producing assets, more assets, more assets, more assets that produce even more and more money. And with that money, you buy even more and more assets. So what you're going to do is you're actually going to create the snowball effect, where it's just at some point, it's just you have more money coming in than money going out. And then you've created true freedom for yourself, because you no longer have to go to a job to work. You're out of the rat race and you're on the fast track. Once you have your time back, you get to choose what you want to do with your time. That could be, donating your time to charities. That could be impacting the world. I'm doing this video right now in the middle of the day, where it's at 11:22 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I can do this because, and I can do this for free. I can be on here for hours with you because I own my time. And what I choose to do with my time is impact people all around the world. I choose to change lives and impact people and create freedom in the world. That's what I choose to do with my time, because I have freed myself. So I freed myself because I spend less than I earn. I have more money coming in than I can do with, that I could ever, spend. So, I spend less than I earn. More money coming in than money going out. That's the trick. Coffee. You guys know I love my coffee. Yes, good morning, guys. I see you guys coming in here. If you're on this live, make sure to you comment and like and share. Make sure to subscribe. If someone shared this video with you, make sure to subscribe and hit the bell to be notified the next time we're doing another video. So, you don't miss out. You don't miss out on the live experience, where you can definitely engage with me live right here from all over the world. Like I told you a couple weeks ago, we were talking to someone from Australia, and that was pretty good. Next one is, make sure to have a plan and a goal, right? So what are your goals? What are your plans? Part of the rules of money is to make sure you have concrete plans on what you're going to invest your money on. What is the ultimate goal? What do you want to create with your life? I usually tell people, look at the long-term goal, let's say 5 or 10 years into the future, and break it down into manageable pieces. And that way you know exactly what you need to do right now. So you need to have a plan and set real strong goals for yourself so you can pursue something. Here's the next one. Don't be a slave to money. Do not be a slave to money. Money does not make a good master. Money does not make a good master, but it is an amazing tool. Money is a tool that provides freedom. Money is a tool that that can solve problems, that gives you, a confidence to create more, and allows you to be more, create more, become more, inspire others to become more. But it is not it's not a good master. Do not be a slave to money. Do not jeopardize or exchange your most valuable asset, which is time, just for money. This is what a job is, right? At a job, you sit at a job for 40 hours a week for 40 years of your entire life. You're a slave to money. You're a slave to money, right? The wealthy people understand how valuable time is. And so they buy other people's time so they can have the time for themselves. Understand that money does not make a good master, but it is a good tool. It is a good servant. And so use money and make money your servant, but do not be a slave to money. So that's important. Here's the other one. Share results, but don't talk about bags of money. I mean, like, this is another form of disrespect. I mean, and I understand some people on Instagram, they got to do this, but they're showing all this cash, but I don't see any cash being invested, right? I like to share my results, right? I like to share my results with people. Hey, this is the asset that money found for me. But rarely do you see me, in my car, driving a Lamborghini, a Ferrari. Who cares about that? Right? Who cares about that? I want you to share more of the results, more of the things that you're doing, more of the time that money's providing for you than sitting there sharing and flaunting money that is not making any money. When I see videos and I watch people just throwing money in the air, I'm thinking that money is not doing anything, right? That money is sitting there not producing. I'd rather you share with me the assets that are producing income. So make sure to share results, not bags of money, because the rules of money is not just about the money. Money is the energy, but the money needs to move somewhere. Money sitting there by itself, collecting dust, it's not doing anything. So that shares your results. Keep your finances organized. Every single person watching this video should have every person watching this video should have an updated net worth statement. You should know where all your finances are. What are the returns on investments on all your money? What are the values of your properties? What is the return on investment on that? On the equity that you have in your property? Do you have stocks? What is the performance? What's happening? How much money is in the bank? What are your household expenses? You need to have all of this organized so you understand exactly where you're going. Imagine running a company and you don't know any of the numbers. You don't know if you're making money or losing money. Well, this would be crazy. You would not invest in a company like this. And so with that same mindset, you need to organize yourself like a company. Your finances should be number one. You need to take better care of your finances than anything else, because the finances will help you develop and create time in other places. And if you're keeping track of your finances, if you're keeping track of your net worth statement, these are metrics that allow you to see what's working and what's not. How I operate my life, I operate it quarterly, just like a company. Not only am I running my companies and we're looking at things quarterly, but we break it down into monthly and weekly goals that we need to achieve. And so I want you to have, keep your finances organized. Now, the money is a game, and so you need to learn how it works. You really need to learn, do some reading and learn how money works. Think about, how money is distributed. Google the history of money. You need to understand how that works. Always have an emergency fund. This is something that I learned very young, that, I need an emergency fund. I want to make sure that, if something goes wrong, there's money there. In properties, as you guys know, we own properties all across Canada. We don't buy apartment buildings without having proper reserves in place, capital expenditure funds, so we can, have money when something goes wrong, we can fix it. So you want to make sure to always have an emergency fund. Money should be working for you. You should not be working for the money. Money should be working for you. You should not be working for the money. I'm going to give you a perfect example. The people out there, 96% of the people out there that have the consumer mindset, take their money and they go and buy stuff. 4%, the people with the investor mindset, the people that understand the rules of money, they take the money and they buy assets. They buy income producing assets that create even more money. And with that money that comes in, they buy even more income producing assets which generate even more income. And so money is a tool, and money should work for you. You should not be working for the money. When you go into a job, and by the way, we're not saying to quit your job, but if you don't like what you're doing, you're simply exchanging your time for money. You are working for money. And if you don't figure out a way to have your money work for you, you will have to work for money for a very long time. They call it the 40-40 sentence. 40 hours a week for 40 years of your life. So you want to make sure that money is working for you and you're not working for the money. Now, again, some of these things we can add to. If you have a suggestion, I just made these lists here this morning for you, and in this video, learn how to make passive income. That ties into having money work for you. Learn how to make passive income. So the money's working for you. When your passive income can pay your household expenses, when your passive income surpasses all of your expenses, you are now free. You are now free. Now, what's passive income? Passive income is income that is being generated without you having to do something, without you having to work for that money. Money comes in. This is called investing in income producing assets. When you invest in income producing assets, money is generated without your time. And if money can be generated without your time, you have your time back. This is called freedom. This is why I invest in real estate. If you want some insight on how that works and how I create income and passive income through real estate, hit me up, info@alfonsocuadra.com. Use money to solve problems, right? You see, some of you guys say, "Oh, I don't need money. Money is the root of all evils." Well, what about, when you have problems? You have no idea how much good you can do when you create wealth for yourself. For example, what I love to do is, I want to share this information to the world, and especially I'm passionate about sharing this information to young people. And this is why we started the Cuadra Youth Foundation. If you don't want to know more about the Cuadra Youth Foundation, you can go find us on Instagram or online, Cuadra Youth Foundation. But what we're trying to do is inspire young people to take control over their lives. And this is a problem that I saw in the world, right? With your money, you can solve the problems that you think are relevant to you, or that you find that are important to you, or problems that should be addressed, right? For me, I feel that the world is lacking financial literacy, and this is why I want to bring the rest of the world, and I'm going to start with young people. And so money has given me the resources to be able to do that, right? And you guys that are watching this video right now, you will have resources once you create wealth and you follow these rules. You will have resources to be able to do that for yourself. And what does that mean? It means that you will solve problems in the world. And so use money to solve problems. And that's what the wealthy people have done. Know and learn. Know and learn how to risk, how to mitigate risk, how to calculate risk, and leverage. Learn to mitigate risk, learn how to use debt in order to create more wealth. And most people don't understand that I'm not a risk taker, right? I'm actually really risk averse. People think I'm a risk taker. No, I calculate risk by having the knowledge by using my knowledge and experience in order to create wealth. That's why I invest in real estate. Real estate, I'm able to leverage debt. I'm able to calculate numbers that don't lie, right? So I can look at numbers. I can look at past past. I can look at past results and now calculate future results based on the numbers that that property provides, and I can use debt to buy that million or $2 million property without having to put any of my own money into the deal. So learn how to use risk, mitigate risk, but you still have to take a risk, because if you don't take a risk, you can't grow. And if you can't grow, you're not going to be fulfilled in life. It's like a plant. If a plant's not growing, it's dying. If you're not growing, and if you're not developing, and if you're not taking risk and growing, you're actually contracting. You're dying. And so you have to learn how to take risks, but you got the key is you're going to get uncomfortable, and you're going to take that risk. And if you take that risk, you can grow. Because if you don't take the risk and you can't grow, you're not going to be fulfilled. And if you can't be fulfilled, you won't be happy. And so that's the root of happiness, is finding life fulfillment. And so you have to learn how to take risks. You have to learn how to get uncomfortable, because that brings fulfillment. Credit. Here it is. Learn how to use credit. Credit should only be used to make more money, right? In fact, what you guys call credit cards, I call them investment cards. A lot of people have not been educated on how to use and leverage debt in order to create more wealth for themselves. Usually you're 18 years old in university. There's a kiosk. Someone gives you a credit card, which we call investment cards. But you get this credit card, and most young people take that 500 bucks and they blow it on beer. Which there's nothing wrong with that. But you got to use credit and leverage that credit in order to create more wealth for yourself. So learn how to use credit to your advantage. Leverage, right? Learn how to use credit in order to create more wealth. Here's one of the last points. It's not how much you make, it's how much you get to keep, right? You have to learn through tax strategies, get around a really good team, accountants. Learn how to manage money so you get to keep more of your money, which goes back to point number one. Pay yourself first, right? Don't spend your money on things that depreciate. Invest your money on income-producing assets that generate more income. Now, when that income comes in, you want to make sure you have a proper tax strategy. You have the best people working with you, so you get to keep more of that. And you're not burning all of these expenses. So it goes back to the last and final point. Learn how to make, keep, and multiply money. So number one here is make money. You got to figure out how to generate money. That could be a job. That could be anything you want to do in life. You could be a life coach. You could be a lawyer, a doctor. But most people don't know how to keep money. So we talked about keeping money and the importance of keeping money right here. So most people don't know how to keep their money. Most people, can figure out how to make money, but they lose all of their money through consumerism. They tax improper tax structures, so paying too much in taxes, and lawsuits, and all kinds of things that people don't understand how to keep most of their money. Because once you learn how to keep most of your money, you can now go ahead and create even more. You can multiply that money, because you can go back to point number one: pay yourself first. Take that money and reinvest it into income producing assets that create even more wealth. So those are the rules of money, my friends. I am so happy that you were with me here today. Again, I want you to comment down below. Make sure that we can hear from you on any future ideas of anything that you want me to share here on this video. You guys have been really amazing. Cheers to you with my coffee here this morning. I love my coffee, and I'm also drinking a little bit of my water. Mm. You guys have been amazing. Like always, Alfonso loves you. Make sure to subscribe, hit the bell to get notified the next time I'm doing a video. I think this video can serve a lot of people, so make sure to share this video if you found value here, especially for young people. I would love for this message to spread and get to as many people as possible. Make sure to like, comment, share the video, subscribe. Alfonso loves you, and we will see you all at the top. All right, guys, take care. Have a great day.